Now, it's always been very interesting whenever Apple goes through and pushes out any sort of software update, because it looks like for the most part, there could be some times where there's going to be some people who have a really good experience with it, but other people who just hate it and claim it's probably the worst update ever of all time. Now, every single time I go on the iOS subreddit, there's always some complaints about, iOS updates. It's always going to happen. Now, I will say there's a statement where it's like, majority of people who come, they have an issue, they're going to be more vocal about it than people who have a good time with the update. So that could also be something to think about. But it looks like for iOS 18.3 users and just iOS 18 users in general, there are so many people who are hating on this update, and rightfully so. Some are actually comparing it to iOS 11, and even now within iOS 18.3, a lot of people are still having random issues with it. And number one, it's always within like search or Apple Intelligence. That's usually the number one thing I've seen. But now it's looking like, issues like within mail apps, different things like that. There's a lot of random issues that kind of end up happening. And there are so many people who do not like this update at all. Now, I do think probably when iOS 18.4 comes out and 18.5 comes out, so on and so forth, there's probably going to be more improvements. There's going to be situations where those updates will end up giving us a better experience, but we're really not even 100% too sure what Apple's going to end up doing here to make this update that much better, right? They're not really adding any more features. They're just kind of letting these things kind of go. The big thing though, and this is what I think is going to end up happening probably for the remainder of this year, Apple is going to go through and they're going to focus in on iOS 18, making this a way more stable update. And then when iOS 19 comes out, that is also probably going to be somewhat of like a bug fix update. I don't think Apple's going to go through and try to, push the boundaries and try to give us some crazy cool features or anything like that. I think Apple's going to go through, keep it as calm as possible, and they're going to go through and just give us somewhat of like a better update, a better version, but they're not going to go through and try to, push out any crazy updates or changes or anything like that. That's kind of what I'm seeing, and I think that makes the most amount of sense in this particular situation. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.